3, 2, 1. Reverse lunge knee elbow crunch, reverse lunge kick with tap for 1 minute.
All right, here we go. Let's start by warming up the core and the legs. So we're going to drop into that reverse lunge, hand behind head. We're going to make contact opposite knee to elbow. And then when we step back for the second time into that lunge, we're going to do a straight leg kick with a hand tap. We'll do 30 seconds on one side.
That's halfway.
Wake up the beast, bury the bones, enjoy the feast, take all control. When I give you my levels on my shoulder, got an aching down my spine. Feels like chains are getting heavy, but I don't
3,
know what
2,
you're mine.
1. High plank single arm alternating lat pull down for 1 minute.
Okay, let's focus on our form here in our high plank. So nice alignment of the spine and the arms, strong core. We're just going to extend one arm at a time, activating our lats by pulling our elbow to our side.
Tried to talk to my reflection, but he said he wants my name. Wake up the beast.
That's halfway.
Enjoy the feast. Take all control. When I give you my soul, bury the bones. Enjoy the feast. Take all control. Wake up the beast.
3, 2, 1. High plank, thread the needle with hip dip for 1 minute.
And we're back in that high plank. So this time we are going to crunch one knee in at a time. So crunch it in, extend that leg across your body, drop your hips so you're really activating your obliques as you lift your hips up nice and high. We'll alternate sides in this one.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Walkouts plank warrior for 1 minute.
Okay, we are doing a straight leg walkout. So keep your legs straight. You're walking out with your hands so that they come to the front of your mat. Once you're in high plank, you're going to either step or walk your foot in between your hands and then come down into that lunge hold. Lift your arms up high so that your elbows are beside your ears, and you can pulse here 3 times. Plant your hands, walk back, and repeat.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Break for 40 seconds.
What am I supposed to be doing here? I thought that we were finished, baby. We don't have to talk. I guess I just know. 'Cause you were not honest with me. You don't have to explain me. Yeah. Are you really sorry? Yeah. Are you ready over it? Yeah. It's not for me. I think it's for you that you bring me.
3, 2, 1. Plank hop to bear inside step with a lateral foot tap for 15 seconds.
All right, for this one, we'll start in our high plank. From high plank, we're going to hop into bear, so a 90-degree bend at both knees. Once we're in bear, we're going to step through. It's just a small step with the outside foot, and then the opposite foot is going to tap laterally to the hand on the same side.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Single leg squat to figure 4 squat for 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's work for 1 minute. That's halfway.
Every time we say goodbye, they all say that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try.
3, 2, 1. Plank jack to a double outside knee drive for 15 seconds.
Okay, and from a high plank position, we're going in for a plank jack. Once our feet are in that wide position, we're just going to tap the knee to the outside of our elbows, getting our obliques.
1. Let's work for 1 minute.
I just wanna be happy.
That's halfway.
I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't.
3, 2, 1. Scorpion twists jump to hands double sumo pulse double pivot for 15 seconds.
All right, let's start in high plank. From there, we're going to drop to our forearms. Once we're in that forearm plank, we're going to tap our foot to the opposite side, make contact to the ground. So get that nice twist in your torso. From there, you're either going to walk or jump up to your hands, landing in that sumo hold, pulse twice, and then keeping your knees out wide, we're going to pivot our knees in one at a time.
That's halfway.
Wash your hands so clean tonight. You can meet me on the other side.
3, 2, 1. Child's pose front kick through foot tap for 15 seconds.
All right, from our high plank, we're going to rock back into child's pose. So press those heels into the ground. From there, we're going to choose a foot to start with. So if I start with my right foot's going to hop to the outside of my right hand. And then my left foot or leg will extend through my body so it comes forward. And then we'll add a little hand tap. And I'll alternate sides in this one.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Leg extension, hip down dog, hip opener with reach for 15 seconds.
All right, this one has a couple components to it, so you might want to watch it a few times. We're going to start with our thread the needle. So crunch one knee in, extend that leg across your body, plant your foot, drop your hip, lift your hip, and then come into that split down dog with a hip opener. So we're going to, once we're in down dog, bend at the knee, and then we're going to gently fall behind us, and then come into our overhead reach, getting that nice stretch throughout our back.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Plank walk to lateral step through with lateral kick for 15 seconds.
And let's go back into our plank walk. So from high plank, come to your forearms, back up to your palms. From there, we're going to pick a foot to start with. So step inside across your body. The opposite foot comes over top and kicks laterally, trying to tap the outside of your arm.
I know you've heard bad things about me, and how I like to push all the boundaries.
That's halfway.
Cause I know if we ever collided, we would make a perfect fit. We'd never hide it.
Three, two, one. Plank walk double toe tap quick supine turnover for 15 seconds.
Okay, this one also has a few different parts to it. So we're going into our plank walk. So forearms back to palms. Then we're going to shoot our feet out wide, come in for two opposite toe taps, bring our feet back to center. And then if you want to add a little bit extra, we're going into a quick bear turnover. So we're just planting one hand and then crossing our feet, landing in that supine position, and then coming back.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Two lateral bear walks to bear push-up low squat hinge for 15 seconds.
Let's get into our bear position. So 90-degree bend at the knees, nice alignment in the arms, straight spine. From there, we're going to walk wide twice. Once we've done that, we're going to either jump if we're feeling more advanced or step both our feet and our hands out wide. And then once we've done that bear push-up, we're going to jump or walk to the outside of our hands and then come up. We're going to hinge up at the hips, nice high chest, activate those glutes, and repeat.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Break for 40 seconds. Three, two, one. Curtsy side lunge knee drop for 15 seconds.
All right, we're going to really strengthen the knees and the hips in this one, but do the parts of it that you can. So we're going to step into our curtsy. So step 1 foot behind and out wide, activating that inner thigh. From there, we're going to lightly step to the opposite side, falling into our side lunge. And then if you want to add this, it's a little more advanced, but we're going to drop our butt. And then once we've slowly dropped our butt, we're going to pivot that knee on the same side in and then try to make contact to the ground.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Push up child's pose low squat surrender for 15 seconds.
Let's start in our high plank. We're coming into a narrow push-up, so our elbows are coming behind us. We're activating our triceps. Chest falls in between hands with a straight spine. And then from there, we're going to rock back into our child's pose, bring our butt back towards our ankles. From child's pose, you can walk or jump up to your hands. And then stay in that low squat. We'll do one surrender. So drop one knee to the ground at a time. Come up and repeat.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Bow hold flutter kicks for 15 seconds.
Let's come onto our back. So we want to hollow out our body by lifting our legs off of the ground, pressing our lower back into the floor, and then we're going to keep our chest high with our arms lifted overhead. From there, we are just going to make small little flutter kicks with our feet, and we want to make sure we're focused on that strong core. Come for breaks as you need.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Pike push-up bare knee taps for 15 seconds.
Let's pop up into our pike position. So we want to try to keep our legs straight, our hips are nice and high, and our chest is coming into our quadriceps. Our hands are placed just out in front of our head with a diamond shape at the fingers. We're going to try to bring our head into that diamond shape, bending at the elbows. And then from there, we're going to bend at the knees, back into that bear position, and we're going to make knee to elbow taps. So we'll do 4, so 2 on each side, make contact inside of your elbow to the inside of your knee, and then we'll straighten our legs and repeat.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Quick single side knee crunch sit-ups for 15 seconds.
All right, let's come onto our back for this one. Hands behind head. Let's tuck our chin in. We're going to crunch in one knee at a time. So we want to make contact knee to elbow. The opposite leg can either stay on the ground for an easier version or lift off of the ground, keeping that leg nice and straight. We'll do 30 seconds on one side.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Push up forearm drop to quick lunge hold for 15 seconds.
From high plank, we're going to drop down into our push-up. So I'm going into a narrow push-up where my elbows are coming behind me. Chest falls in between hands, keeping that spine nice and straight. Once you press up, we're going to tap our forearms to the floor. You can do this in regular or modified. So modified, you can drop your knees to the ground. And then from there, we are going to come back to high plank and then step or jump 1 foot in between your hands, come up for a lunge pulse, and then we'll repeat that. The next time we'll lunge on the opposite side.
That's halfway.
You can take me higher than the sky.
Three, two, one. Down dog cobra to plank swimmers for 15 seconds.
All right, let's start in down dog for this one. So hips are nice and high, bringing that chest into our quadriceps. From there, we're going to bend at the elbow and then slide our chest across the floor and up into a cobra. And then once we've come up there, we're going to slide back under. So bend your elbows again. We're going to slide as if we're coming underneath the fence and then pop back into a high plank. And then from there, we'll go into our plank circle. So we're making 2 forward circles at our shoulders.
That's That's halfway.
You come with me, you got me through the dark.
3, 2, 1. Bear 3 Scott plank taps shoot to plank push-up for 15 seconds.
Okay, let's come into our nice bear formation. So 90-degree bend at the knees, a nice alignment of the arms. We're going in for 3 spot taps in bear. So we're going to tap our shoulders,
Let's work for 1
our
minute.
elbows, and then 2 knee taps. From there, we're going to kick our feet back into a plank position, and then we'll go in for either a regular or a modified push-up.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Pike walks drop to bear repeat for 15 seconds.
In pike, we want to make sure our hips are lifted as high as they can go with our straight legs. I'm coming onto my tiptoes for this one. So once we're in that nice position with a straight spine and our straight legs, we're going into our pike plank walk. So that just means we're coming from our palms to our forearms and then back up. Once we're back in our initial pike position, we're just going to bend those knees, come into bear for a second or two, and then repeat.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Break for 40 seconds.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And
3, 2, 1. Split lunges with back foot tap for 15 seconds.
This next move really targets the quadriceps and the glutes. So we're going into our split lunge. So I'm going to jump into that lunge. You can walk into it if you'd like. And then once we're in that position, we'll hold it there, and then we'll tap the back foot behind us. So make contact inside of your foot to hand, and then repeat. So I'm just jumping here, but feel free to step into this one.
That's halfway.
melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go.
3, 2, 1. Single leg glute press with quick single side knee crunches for 15 seconds.
Okay, time to work out the glutes. So we're coming onto our back. I'm going to plant one foot and then extend the opposite leg. And then as I lift my hips, I'm going to crunch in the knee of the extended leg for 30 seconds.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Single side explosive lunge hops for 15 seconds.
Okay, as you can see, I had to think about this one for a second, but we're going into our explosive lunge hops. So I'm coming into a lunge, and then from there, I am going to jump off of my front foot as my back knee comes forward and then lifts up as I hop. We'll do 30 seconds on one side.
That's halfway.
Trying to find who's there for me, but I can't go anymore. I tried to break my ego down, but in the end, there's no remorse.
3, 2, 1. Crab walkovers with knee taps for 15 seconds.
All right, I'm starting this one in a supine position and then popping my hips up into crab. So from there, I'm going to turn over, come into that bear position, and then I'm going in for 2 opposite knee to elbow taps. And we'll continue this movement going in both directions.
That's halfway.
You are the air I need to breathe. Reach to the surface from the floor.
3, 2, 1. 2 lateral lunges to 4 pulsing sumos on toes for 15 seconds.
Let's start in a wide stance. So I'm going to bend at one knee, push my butt back, all of the weight in the inside of my foot as I hinge forward. So 2 side lunges, we'll pulse twice in each, and then we're going to come back to center, drop our hips down into that sumo hold, so knees are wide, toes are wide. We'll pop onto our toes and pulse here.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Superman jacks to a double tricep push-up for 15 seconds.
All right, let's drop into Superman. So lift that chest up high, quadriceps off of the floor. We're going to engage the whole posterior chain. Arms are overhead. For our Superman jacks, we're just going to bring our elbows into our side. So we'll do that 4 times. From there, we're going to turn our fingertips so that they point behind us. And then we're going to press up into a tricep push-up. Now you can do this on your knees if that's too difficult at this time. We'll go in for 2 push-ups and then repeat into our Superman jacks.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Bear hold inside leg lifts for 15 seconds.
Okay, back in our bear position. So pop those knees up, and then we're going to extend one leg across our body. We're going to flex the foot of that leg. As you can see for modified, you can drop your hip to the ground. For regular, you'll keep it lifted off of the ground. I'm going to flex my foot to really target the inner thigh. So my hand is behind my head, and then for 30 seconds, I'm just going to make contact elbow to the inside of that knee.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Side plank knee to elbow crunch to a forward kick for 15 seconds.
This next one's really going to define the abdominals. So I'm coming into a side plank, either a regular or modified. So modified, you're just bending that bottom knee. From there, I'm going to make sure my hips are lifted nice and high.
For 1 minute.
Hand is behind head. I'm going to make contact elbow to knee, and then I'm going to extend that top leg or kick it forward and tap my hand. We'll do 30 seconds on one side.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Split down dog knee crunch to kick through for 15 seconds.
All right, here's a fun one. We're going to come into our down dog with a split. So we're going to lift our back leg, crunch our knee in towards our chest, and then we'll lift it again, but this time we'll hop off our planted foot and extend the lifted leg through our body, flexing that foot. We'll do 30 seconds on one side.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Break for 40 seconds.
I wish I could walk away, but you didn't have to
3,
see your
2,
face again.
1. Chair pose pulses for 15 seconds.
But I can't.
All right, let's move into our chair pose pulses. So we're going to press our butt back as if we're going to sit down into a chair. Arms extend overhead, elbows by ears. We want to make sure that the spine is in that nice straight line. Weight is in our heels. We'll pulse here. You can pulse 4 times. You can stay here the whole minute depending on your level.
Oh, it's been killing me. If only I could go back, only I know that you would break me down, down, down. If only it were easy to hurt you like you hurt me.
That's halfway.
Here right I wish I could tell the truth.
3, 2, 1. Straight leg toe tap fall to push up jump to low squat and walk back to start for 15 seconds.
All right, we're going to start at the back of our mat with straight legs. We're going to tap both toes, keeping our legs nice and straight if we can. And then from there, you can either fall or walk out into our wide push-up. We'll press up, walk or jump to your hands. Keeping that low squat position, we're going to walk back to our starting point.
It's been killing me. If only I
That's halfway.
hear you right now. No, no, no. Here right now. No, no, no. If only I could go back. If only I had known that. If only.
3, 2, 1. Reverse lunge, staggered curtsy for 15 seconds.
All right, this next one is great for strengthening the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, which in turn will help if you have any knee pain. So we're going to make sure that our shoulders are square with our hips. We're going to step back into our lunge position, take a small step forward into a staggered lunge, and then we're going to go into our wide curtsy, a staggered curtsy, and repeat. We'll do 30 seconds on one side.
Lost in a day.
That's halfway.
Why do I feel like I have been here before? Find me a way from this place. I can't escape anymore. And I'm losing sight. 3, 2, 1. 2 plank walks, 4 hand taps out front for 15 seconds.
All right, I'm grabbing a weight to place in front of me. You can grab anything. You don't need anything. So I'm going into 2 plank walks, keeping that nice alignment of the spine. And then once I come up high, I'm just going to tap whatever object is in front of me. So I have to reach. I'll do that 4 times and then repeat with the plank walks.
I'm counting the days seem to find it.
That's halfway.
Can't run away. Stuck to the surface. Can't seem to lose the floor. And I'm losing sight. Unsure where I'll land. When I
3, 2, 1. Child's pose push-up, forearm push-up for 15 seconds.
Okay, this one is easy to modify if you just go onto your knees. So we're going to start with the child's pose, so press your butt back into your heels, nice straight spine, rock forward into a push-up. I'm going into my narrow push-up, so my elbows are coming directly behind me. And then once I press up to that high plank, I'm going to drop my forearms to the mat.
That's halfway.
You told me that we should go our separate ways, but now you're back, begging for a place to stay. Oh, it's not right.
3, 2, 1. Full extension with leg lift and reach for 15 seconds.
Let's come onto our butt. Our feet are out wide. We are going to fully extend so our arms come overhead. And then as we sit up, we're going to get a torso twist. So my right hand is going to tap the inside of my left foot as I look in that direction, and we'll alternate sides.
That's halfway.
You told me that we should go our separate ways, but now you're back, begging for a place to stay. Oh, it's not right. I wanna
3,
kiss you
2, 1. Side lunge to front kick for 15 seconds.
Okay, let's work our inner thighs. So we are going to drop down into our side lunge. So step gently or fall gently to the side. Weight is in the inside of that foot. We're going to see how low we can drop our butt. Hinge forward with a straight spine, and then press up through the side of your foot, and we'll just flick out, strong kick from the knee.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Fire hydrant donkey pulse and side pulse right side for 15 seconds.
Okay, for this one, we'll be here for 2 minutes, but we'll do 1 minute on each side. So we're starting on all fours. Nice alignment in the arms, so our wrists are directly under our shoulders. Spine is straight. We'll start with our fire hydrant. So using our hips, we'll bring our knee out wide. Then we'll go into our donkey pulse, pressing the bottom of our foot up to the ceiling. And then we'll go into our inside pulse, where our foot goes inside our body, and then pulse there.
That's halfway.
Through the night. So let me be the light you follow. Through the night, I'll be yours. I'll be yours.
3, 2, 1. Fire hydrant donkey pulse inside pulse left side for 15 seconds.
Nice work. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side.
3, 2, 1. Let's work for 1 minute.
How blind you must be not to see how smart you're being. And really
That's halfway.
infinity. How thinking about all you lose in this time of no expression. You're such a fool, my love. Oh, I could drop the emptiness is so hard to search you. That sparkle in your eyes, you left somewhere. Why don't
3,
we take
2,
it back?
1. Break for 40 seconds.
So let me be the light you follow. Through the night, I'll be yours. I'll be yours.
3, 2, 1. Wide leg sit and reach for 1 minute.
Okay, bring your feet out as wide as you can. From there, with a high chest, we're going to slowly walk our hands forward until we can come onto our forearms. We want to get our belly as close to the floor as we can, and then hold in a position where you feel some tension, not pain.
That's halfway.
And if you'd like, you might want to get a side stretch in this one. So lift one arm overhead and then just stretch in the opposite direction.
Three, two, one. Hamstrings for 1 minute.
Okay, let's stretch out our hamstrings. So sitting tall, proud chest, straight legs. I'm going to activate my quadricep by lifting it off of my kneecap, and then try to pull your quad as close to your torso as possible while maintaining that straight spine.
That's halfway.
So I close my eyes, shut out the light, so I don't think about you now. Now we ain't speaking.
3,
How
2,
much you
1.
leaving?
Standing figure 4 for 1 minute.
Still hurts like hell. 'Cause you
For the figure four, we're going to place one ankle on top of the opposite knee so that we make that figure four shape. And then from there, we're going to bend the standing leg as much as we can until we feel that stretch in the back of the opposite leg.
That's halfway.
All right, let's stretch out our shoulders and our legs. So we're coming into our down dog, straight legs, bringing our chest into our quadriceps. Lift your hips up as high as you can. Hold here for 30 seconds.
That's halfway.
And now we'll stretch out our core, our back by going into cat-cow. So we're on all fours. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round that spine, look to your belly button.
Three, two, one. Lower back stretch for 1 minute.
And we'll end this awesome workout with a lower back stretch. So bending one knee, the other leg extends. I'm going to plant that foot of the bent knee, pull it across my body, extend the opposite arm, and look in the opposite direction. 30 seconds on one side.
That's halfway. Three, two, one. Nailed it. Great job.